Welcome back. This video describes lesson number 7, Human Settlements Module 2. Before proceeding for lesson number 7, Human Settlements Module 2, let's take quick recap what we have studied in a previous module. So, in the beginning, we have studied about human settlement. Human settlement is a community of people living together. Settlement could be small, dispersed and far away, or it could be large and very close to each other. When we talk about India, in India we find variety in the human settlement. Variety in the climatic condition, availability of water, slope of land, fertility of soil, level of development are some of the factors responsible for variety in settlement in India. So, in India, we find two types of settlement, that is nucleated settlement and dispersed settlement. So, in the nucleated settlement, we have studied that in India, nucleated settlements are found in plains, coastal areas and the region where farming is well developed, whereas dispersed settlements are found in the mountainous, hilly areas, desert areas and the forest covered region. Also, in a previous module, we have studied about human settlement patterns in Brazil. Like India, in Brazil also we can find two types of settlement pattern, that is nucleated settlement and dispersed settlement. So, in Brazil, nucleated settlements are found in the coastal region due to favorable factors such as availability of water, variety of natural resources, deposits of mineral, transportation facilities and fertility of the soil or the land. Due to such favorable factors, nucleated settlements are well developed in the state of Sao Paulo. Then we have studied about dispersed settlement. So, in Brazil, dispersed settlements are found in northeastern region of Brazilian highland. Also, we find nucleated settlement in the Amazon river basin due to thick dense forests, unhealthy climatic condition, limitation on use and the exploitation of natural resources. Also, poor transportation facilities. So, because of such factor, we find less human settlement in Brazilian highland as well as in the Amazon river basin. So, in lesson number 7, Human Settlements Model 2, we are going to concentrate on urbanization. Urbanization in India as well as in Brazil. Also, we are going to learn in detail about Go West policy of Brazil. First of all, let us understand the meaning of urbanization. In a simple term, urbanization is a movement of people from rural areas or remote areas to the urban or cities or the town. Now, why people are migrating towards the urban area? As we all know that in urban areas, people are getting various kinds of facilities. But in rural areas, people are not availing the facilities which are available or provided in the urban areas. For example, employment opportunities, educational facilities, transportation facilities, communication facilities, and various luxurious things. So, such things are not available in a rural or the village area. So, people migrate in urban areas. As a result, the population in urban areas goes on increasing. So student, when we talk about the level of urbanization, so it is measured in terms of percentage of urban population to total population in a particular region or the area. So again here, the people from the villages, they migrate towards the urban areas or the cities. As a result, the population of the particular region or the area is goes on increasing. Now let us study the characteristics of urbanization. The characteristic of urbanization such as residential and infrastructural facilities, industries, and job opportunities. Also, it includes transportation facilities, communication facilities, or we can call it the communication network, and population of particular region. Now, let us observe the graph. These graphs represent trend of urbanization in India. So, the title of the graph is India Trend of Urbanization from the year 1961 to 2011. The percentage of urban population is given on the y-axis, whereas year from 1961 to 2011 given on the x-axis. In the year 1961, there was 18% urbanization, which increased to 31.2% in the year 2011. So, the growth of urbanization was lowest in the decade 1961 to 1971, whereas in the decade 2001 to 2011, urbanization was the highest. So, we can see gradual growth in the urban settlement. So, after reading this graph, we can draw a conclusion that urbanization in India is continuously rising because of the growth and development in various fields. Urbanization in India. Students, when we talk about urbanization in India, there are several favorable factors which lead to the growth and development for the urbanization in India. Let's see what they are, such as availability of water, electricity, education. Also, there are other favorable factors which lead to the growth and development in urbanization in India, such as agriculture. Due to fertility of the soil, people can able to cultivate different crops depending on a climatic condition. Then we have trade. And at the end, we have the industries. So all such favorable factors generate the growth and development as well as provide employment opportunities for the people in India. Therefore, people try to migrate towards the India, and as a result, the urbanization is taking place. Moving ahead with level of urbanization in India. Let us try to understand level of urbanization in India with the help of the map. Student, when we talk about level of urbanization in India, so we can find two level of urbanization, that is high level and low level of urbanization. Let us study first of all about low level of urbanization. So low level of urbanization is found in the northern state of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Bihar and Rajasthan. High level of urbanization. High level of urbanization we can able to see in the southern state of Goa, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Gujarat and Kerala. So student, please remember, Goa is the most urbanized state in India. Nearly 62% of people live in the urban settlement. The level of urbanization is more than 80% in the Union Territory of India, that is Delhi. Students, please remember that except Delhi and Chandigarh, urbanization is very low in other parts of North India. Let us try to understand which are the factors affected more urbanization in Delhi and Chandigarh. Except Delhi and Chandigarh, many other parts of North India, for example, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand are covered by the Himalaya region. Due to the mountainous region in other parts, facilities such as agriculture, trade, commerce, industries, transportation facilities and educational facilities are not well developed. As a result, urbanization is very less in other parts of North India. Students, you may know that in a previous chapter we have studied that Delhi and Chandigarh lie in the North Indian plain. Delhi is the capital of India, whereas Chandigarh is the capital of Punjab and Haryana state. There are many government offices, banks, administrative buildings, educational institutions, employment opportunities. So, due to all favorable factors, we find the rate of urbanization is more. As a result, Delhi and Chandigarh, the population goes on increasing. Therefore, except Delhi and Chandigarh, urbanization is very low in other parts of North India. Now, moving ahead with the urbanization in Brazil. As you may know that urbanization of a country can be measured in terms of percentage of urban population of the country to its total population. So, when we talk about the rate of urbanization in Brazil is comparatively higher, and in India the rate of urbanization is comparatively lower. Brazil is one of the few developing countries in the world that is highly urbanized, though it is developing country like India, but it is highly urbanized country. This has led the rapid growth in the economic development. Today, 86% of the population of Brazil live in the urban areas. Urbanization is mainly can be seen in south and southeast of Brazil. If you remember, Sao Paulo is highly dense. So whenever the population is more, so it is considered as a highly urbanized. As you know that Sao Paulo is emerging as a major metropolitan and industrial areas due to the modern technologies. So, this chapter is also linked with the population. Let's take more information in detail about urbanization in Brazil. Now, talking about the urbanization in Brazil, like India, in Brazil also, there are few factors which are affected urbanization in Brazil. Let's take information about that. The mild and humid climate of southeastern coastal region affect the urbanization. The availability of water in southeastern coastal region and the availability of energy resources. It helps people to establish various industry. As a result, it generates employment opportunity for the people. Other factors such as availability of fertile land in southern and southeastern coastal region. As a result, number of people engaged for the agriculture work, availability of deposits of natural minerals, for example, iron ore, and availability of transportation facilities. As a result, we find the urbanization is more in southern and southeastern region of the Brazil. Let's take information about level of urbanization in Brazil with the help of the map. First of all, we'll see about most urbanized states in Brazil. So, the most urbanized state in Brazil we can able to see in southeastern coastal region. For example, Sao Paulo, Goiás, Rio de Janeiro, and Espirito Santo, whereas the least urbanized state we can able to see in the northern region such as Para, Maranhão and Piauí. Let's take more information about urbanization in Brazil. Students, you may know that Brazil is developing country which is highly urbanized. States like Sao Paulo, Goiás and Minas Gerais have more urban population than the states which are located in the northern direction. When we talk about the Sao Paulo is mostly urbanized state due to the factors which are responsible for it. In Sao Paulo, we'll find more population due to the favorable climatic condition, fertile soil. So, this soil is mostly suitable for the cultivation of the coffee crop. This region has large number of natural mineral resources, especially iron ore. The energy supply, also the good transportation system lead to the growth and development of various sector. As a result, we find more urbanized, or we can say more urbanization in Sao Paulo. Also, we can able to see less urbanization in the Amazon River Basin and in the Brazilian highland. Student, you may know that Amazon River Basin is covered by the thick, dense equatorial rainforest. The climate in this region is unfit for the human settlement. There are limitations on the use and exploitation of natural resources due to geographical features. The transportation system are not well developed, whereas in the Brazilian highland, the northeastern part of the Brazilian highland is a rain shadow region due to the escarpment formed by the eastern side of the highland. The region to the north of this area is known as a drought quadrilateral and the lacks any kind of cultivation. Also, lack of facilities in this area result low population. So, we can say that due to the unfavorable factors, we can find less urbanization in the Amazon River Basin and in the Brazilian highland. Now, moving ahead with the last topic of the chapter, that is Go West policy. Let us try to understand the importance of Go West policy in Brazil with the help of the map. In Brazil, rapid urbanization has taken place in the southeastern part, especially in the state of Sao Paulo and many other major metropolitan industrial areas such as Goiás and Minas Gerais, whereas the rate of urbanization is found to be very low in the northern part of Brazil. Now, looking at the growth which is only in a one direction, that is southeast. In order to bring a balance in the urbanization in the country, the government has initiated the Go West policy. So student, you may know that our country also adopted the policy that is Make in India to change the rural structure. But for the Brazil policy, that is Go West policy, means the government want them to settle in the west, not only concentrate in the southeast, so that the population will start moving to the west. Definitely industrialization will occur, and as a result people will get employment opportunity, and automatically the urbanization will takes place. To avoid concentration of human settlement only in a specific region, the government of Brazil has promoted the Go West policy. This policy will help in reducing the pressure of population on a few areas such as southeastern part. The policy will also help in reducing regional imbalance in the country. Now, let's take quick recap what we have studied in this module. In the beginning, we have studied that the level of urbanization is measured in terms of percentage of urban population to total population in a particular region. Then, we have studied about urbanization in India. Compared to developed countries, the level of urbanization is very low in India. Low level of urbanization is found in the northern state of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Bihar and Rajasthan, whereas high level of urbanization is found in southern state of Goa, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Gujarat and Kerala. So student, please remember that Goa is the most urbanized state in India. Nearly 62% of people live in urban settlement. The level of urbanization is more than 80% in the Union Territory of Delhi. Also, we have studied about urbanization in Brazil. Compared to other countries, Brazil is one of the few highly urbanized developing countries. Today, the percentage of urbanization is nearly 86%. Currently, the speed of urbanization is comparatively low. Low level of urbanization is found in Amazon River Basin and northeastern region of Brazilian highland. Compared to interior state of the country, urbanization is more in the state near the coastal areas. Compared to the state in the north, the state like Sao Paulo, Goiás, Minas Gerais, located in the southeastern part of Brazil, have more urban population. Especially the Sao Paulo has emerged as a major metropolitan and industrial areas. Then we have studied about Go West policy of Brazil to reduce the pressure of concentrated population on few areas. The government of Brazil has promoted Go West policy. As a result, this will help in reducing the regional imbalance in the country.